This training will cover the usage of the Place Research Holds wizard. The book club holds, also called classroom holds, can be used when a patron needs to receive multiple copies of the same title. The Place Research Hold wizard is located in the circulation module under the holds group. Just click on Place Research Hold in order to open the wizard. You will have access to the user search helper, but you may also just enter in the user ID if you already know what it is. So. Any alerts on the user's account will appear. You can proceed if you wish. And then the Place Research Hold window will pop up. Blanket ID should read new. There's no need to change this. For copies needed, you will need to enter the number of copies that you wish to receive. Let's say I need 5. Your pickup location, you can select the library that is most convenient for your patron. And unlike the regular Place Holds wizard, you will need to choose an expiration date. Most of the time for these, they're needed for a book club meeting or a school report or something, so there's a defined end time. So I would suggest placing the expiration date at the last day that the items will still be useful to the patron. So we'll say my book club meets on Halloween. Okay. For level, you will want to select copy if you are seeking multiple copies of the same item. If you select title, you will only get 1 copy. For range, leaving it set at system is fine. And for recall status, it should have automatically selected no recall. Please don't change that. And just click OK. Next, you can use the item search wizard to look for the item. I like to do browse searches for the most part, and let's say I am looking for Wuthering Heights. In the Records tab, you will be able to see how many copies are on each record. In this situation, you will want to choose a record with the most possible copies. You can place the hold on several copies from one record and several from the other, but it is of course simpler if you can choose them all from the same. Once you see one that looks promising, just highlight that one and then click on call number/item. That will show you more information about which libraries own which copies. When you are selecting items from this list, you won't want to choose things that are in lost status or things that are in new book, book new, or O-stack. Also, you will want to probably most likely choose items that are from the same library type as you, if you're a public library from public, if you're a school library from school, just to maximize the chances that it won't be a library that restricts borrowing to different types. But simply select one that looks promising and then click Add Items to Item List. The hold has not yet been placed, but you will notice that the item ID has now filled in. Now just click Add to List, and you'll see that that has now been added to my list of holds at the bottom. Then if you click on the item search helper again, it will return you right where you were before, and you can just go down the list and choose the next one. Just click on it, click Add to List, and then Add to List again, and that list will just continue to populate as you make your selections. You can also just click on another and just keep going. Add to List, add to List. When you are selecting items for this, I would suggest selecting a couple more than you actually need. That way, if you do accidentally select one from a library that doesn't share with your library or say a school library during July, or you encounter another restriction like that, that way you have a few extra coming. The nice thing about the Place Research Hold wizard is that when it reaches that number, that 5 items that I requested, once 5 have arrived and have changed to that available status, it will stop the rest of the holds. So any that are currently in transit, when they arrive, they'll simply be sent back to the hold in the library. Others will no longer be pulled from the shelves. So you don't have to feel like you're tying up a lot of extra ones or worry about more trickling in after you don't need them. So I'm going to keep going. I will select, let's say, 7 items, and hopefully I'll get at least couple. I'm going to switch records here and just go to another. You do want to be careful because we do have this sequel to Wuthering Heights, this lost child. So you will want to make sure that you really are finding things that you want. You will also want to pay attention to the format. Let's do one more. We'll do this one. Okay. So now I've got 7 or so on my list. I am ready to place blanket hold. You may see this no hold allowed override. This is a situation where your RSA override will not work, so we will just go ahead and say do not place hold. You will get a little confirmation pop up here that will tell you that yes, I selected 8 items, only 7 could be placed. Because of that one, we received the error message about. If I am ready to place holds for another user, I can click that. If I wanted to place another hold for the same user, I could choose that. I could also review my holds and see which ones were successfully placed. To see the status of these holds, though, it is interesting they display slightly differently from the regular holds. If you go into Display User and to the Holds tab, you will see they are all grouped together under one blanket ID. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. If you have any further questions, you can reach us at rsahelp@railslibraries.info. Thank you.